Hi my lovelies, and thank you so much for watching my channel. Please like, subscribe for more contents like this if you like it, of course. I'm very happy to have you here. Anyways, today I'm gonna do a review of this lovely deck that I have been coveting. This is the Golden Botticelli Tarot, and this is by Tanas Alexandrov Atanassov. So obviously it's a Russian creator, and it's Loscarabeo, a deck from Loscarabeo. So as you see, I have pre-opened the plastic a bit because I find it a pain in the backside, to be honest with you, because being me and not always having my ducks in a row, I forget to bring something sharp to open decks with every time. And this is literally driving me mental now. See, I thought I was being smarter having opened a little bit of the plastic, and it's like, it's still not easy. So literally, see this little small, here we go. Here we go. It must be your presence that is bringing me luck. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's put this away. We don't want any more clutter if we can avoid it. So this is the Botticelli art, and even the box has this lovely golden gilding. Oh, and of course we have a plastic wrapped. Yes, I'm pleased about it because it doesn't look like the deck has been used, but we don't like the plastic. Just wish there was like something easier to have it, to open it up with. There we go. Might be lucky if it feels like half my life is opening plastic wrapping around cards, but I'm not complaining. Oh god, no, I'm not complaining. I am lucky enough to be able to have cards, to be able to collect and be wowed by lovely cards. So no, I'm not complaining at all. I'm grateful, but it's just that I am not a fan of plastic. That's the third time I said that, I think. No, sorry about that. Here we go. Finally, I literally feel like standing up and dancing a jig. Okay. So we have the standard white useless booklet, leaflet, booklet, what this tiny information pages in different languages: English, Italian, Spanish, France, no, so it's 6 languages, Dutch and Portuguese. Well, maybe a sentence or so description about each card. Yeah, and I think we saw some spreads, one spread there. Yeah, one spread. Okay, so I'm gonna put that aside because I'm not gonna spend my time and waste your time by nitpicking this leaflet. So what can we say about the card? Well, let's say, Scarabeo are normally smaller size than standard. They're a tiny bit short, well, not as wide as standard size. It's another Scarabeo, so yeah, I think that is the same size. Flexible, matte, not as glossy as I have seen before. But this is just lovely protection card, to be honest with you, with some information about Loscarabeo, etc. And now for the thing that we've all been waiting for. patiently or not so patiently. I have not got best patience in the world. So we have the Fool. As you can see, we have lovely gilding, golden gilding in this card. And you have different languages on the card. But am I in love in this card straight away? I have, you know, some of my favorite card decks are from Loscarabeo. So, and I am a sucker for gilded edges and gilded cards. I cannot resist them. Wow. Oops. We haven't got a gilded, no, there's no gilding at the, and I think that's probably where they lose out a bit. If I were to grade these cards or this deck, I would have loved to see this deck with gilded edges as well. I don't know what I think of the backs yet either. It doesn't offend me. It's not a sore in my eye, or a needle, or a something in my eye, a sharp stick in my eye. It's alright. I can live with it. It's not the best. I've seen better, but and now this part of me that I am trying to suppress. I'm really trying to suppress this urge to straight away buy or order a second copy of the decks I love, because I definitely have some sort of diagnosis, or whether it's like Asperger's or something. I have something, absolutely, without a doubt, because with the collecting I go a bit mental, or maybe we're all like that, you know, card collectors, I don't know. But I am so scared of having a deck that I fall madly in love with, and then using it, and it's gonna be, you know, I don't mind it looking old and then, you know, like vintage look. I don't mind that, but it's the fact that I know what I'm like, and it doesn't matter whether I have a drink like downstairs. Somehow my cards up here, the third floor, will end up getting ruined somehow. Don't ask me why, but something will happen. It doesn't happen often, but it has happened. And believe me, that was like days when I cried. And I'm thinking I'm angry with myself for like, yes, I'm crying over cards. What's wrong with me? So I am embarrassed about that at the same time, but it's like, just like, I have had times when you have a deck that you really really like, and you use the time, and then something happens to it, and you maybe lose a card, or as I said, you might drop a pint of water or something over it, and then you cannot get another one. I've had that, you know. But I'm not, don't get me wrong, I'm very I take good care of my cards. That's what I was going to say. But they are meant to be used, but it's just that you love something, you want like a safety net. And part of me is thinking it's because my parents left my teddy bear when I was 5 and drove up to the north of Sweden, and left my teddy bear in Stockholm, and I had a horrible Christmas. And I think that it stems from that rejection, or isolation, and feeling deserted. So, well, I'm digressing. So, please comment about, well, your thoughts about this deck too as well. It means a lot to me to get to know you. Even when I do readings, I mean, it's nice to get to know the person behind the likes, or, you know, the comment. I would love to have more comments, and so I can connect more, even energy wise, especially when I do readings. So it will mean a lot to me if you like, subscribe. Wow, so I don't lose heart by uploading videos. I am very new to this. I have a lot to learn, so if you have any pointers, please write a comment about that too. No, this is amazing, and I think this will go with this Cat Black's Golden Tarot as well. Also a deck that I have hardly used. Her decks I have hardly used because why? Because one, I love them so much, and two, I haven't got a second copy. So I'm trying to get out of this limiting myself not to use the card. I'm trying not to, but it's hard. I was the nightmare child, because I went through every toy I was given. I went through this toy, and I was such a perfectionist that if I got a doll, for example, and I saw like the strand of the hair, you can see with a little hole where the hair is. If one hole of the whole head of hair was like had one hole with like less hair, and then the other one, I had to be taken back to the shop, and they had to swap it for me. And so eventually they let me they just sighed, and they're like, oh no, she's here again. And then just sort of waved me and said, let her go inside. And I could sit and open package. I suppose that was probably easier, you know, than to handle me coming back every time. So, and don't get me wrong, I know, you know, people are flawed. We will have faults and flaws, so I wouldn't, that's not what I'm talking, but just with cards and things, I am very, very peculiar. I'm trying to be better. I'm trying not to be so peculiar as I have been. But Lisa swept. I literally gone through the whole deck, and all I've been talking is shite. Sorry. Wow, it's such a beautiful deck. I mean, I could literally sleep with this deck in my bed, and I'd be happy. This sort of has this best friend energy coming from it. It's like a deck you can confide in. Yeah. And we are now at the end of this sprint. So I'm very, very happy that you have stayed and watched. And we have, thank you, Loscarabeo. We have another protection card. It doesn't make me as antsy now about putting this back in the box. I see so many people, you know, collectors, they have some lovely, 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 lovely bags and stuff. I have a few, but, and then I'm thinking, I can easily make them myself. And then it's the same with lots of things regarding me. I get this fixed idea that I'm gonna buy jewelry or make jewelry, crystals, and then I buy lots, and it doesn't end by buying like 2 strands of crystal pearls and, you know, some string. No. I end up spending, like, literally crippling me economically because I have to have everything, you know, in one go. Then I can relax. I sound like a nutcase, really. They should have me, that toss me into like some sort of, I don't know, crypt, somewhere where I can't do any harm. Well, that was it from me with the reviews, and here I am now ruining things. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye bye.